Morning, everybody. We are doing Monday at home workout number 62 today. There are two parts to the workout. The first part is going to be a little bit of a complex. Obviously, we're not adding weight as we go while we're at home, which is fine. We're going to add some reps. So in our complex today, we're going to start with 2 deadlifts into 2 side lunges with a high pull or upright row. I'll show you what that looks like. Into 2 cleans, into two presses. And then you'll go 4 deadlifts into 4 side lunges, 4 cleans, 4 presses, 6 of everything, 8 of everything. And then you'll continue to add 2 reps as you go until we hit 8 minutes. I think people were maybe in like the 10 to 12 range, depending on how heavy you go. So from 0 to 8 minutes, we're gonna be working on our dumbbell complex. And then at 8 minutes, we'll go over our stations. But let me show you really quickly what this complex will look like. I'm gonna use 2 dumbbells. If you only have 1 dumbbell at home, totally doable. I would do my 2 deadlifts here. So I'd go 1, 2. Then I'm gonna do my side lunge into my upright row or high pull. And then side lunge into my upright row or high pull. So that's 2 total. 2 cleans, 1, 2, and then 2 presses, 1, 2. If you're only using 1 dumbbell, do your 2 deadlifts on one side, then do side lunge, keep it in your right hand, 2 cleans on your right hand, 2 presses on your right hand, and then switch, do 2 on your left, 4 on your right, 4 on your left. The rep scheme will be a little bit different, but that way you're still getting pretty even, and you'll definitely get your heart rate up. The side lunges to high pulls are tougher than expected, so it definitely gets your heart rate up. So you got 8 minutes there, adding 2 as you go, 2 dumbbells if you got them. If not, you can make it work with 1. Then we're gonna go into 5 stations. So you'll wanna set a timer, 1 minute on, no transition time. Renegade row will be our first station. So it'll be a push-up with a pull and a pull. So renegade row, let me get somewhere you can see me. So having your dumbbells on the ground, you'll go for a push-up, row on the right, and row on the left. Scaling options for renegade rows. If you don't have weights, or don't want to use weights, you could just do push-ups. You could do push-up shoulder taps. You can drop to your knees. You can do hand release push-ups. So those are lots of options for renegade rows. Next up, we've got squats and lunges. Exactly what it sounds like. So you'll do 1 squat, and then 1 lunge on the right, and 1 lunge on the left. If you want to add a weight to it, feel free. Hold it at your chest, hold it down, hold it up overhead. You can make it as hard as you want to. Next, station number 3. Again, we're doing these for a minute each. So you're just doing as many reps as you can within that minute. So you're gonna go plank, knee to elbow. A couple of variations. You can go opposite knee to opposite elbow. If you want to get a little bit more cardio out of it, you can try to make it a little bit faster, more like a mountain climber. That'll make it a little bit, like get your heart rate up faster. The slower you go, the more core focus it's going to be. So it's up to you. A full minute there, variations. You could always just drop down and hold a plank if the knee to elbow going dynamic is too much. Okay, next up we got wall sit with a curl. So find a spot, you can lean right up against the wall, you'll do your bicep curls while you are sitting on the wall. If you don't want to sit up against the wall at your house, if you're sweaty or for whatever reason, totally fine. You could do a squat and hold, so that would be a good static hold. And then if you wanted to add that bicep curl in, you could always do your bicep curl while you squat and hold. So that's an option for you. Lastly, sit-ups with punches. So I would not recommend doing this with anything heavier than maybe like a 5-pound weight. So if you have something super light, you can do it. I did it today with nothing. So I just kind of like made fists. So I go up, sit up, punch, punch. Sit up, punch, punch. You're there for a minute. If you want to swap that out for something more challenging, like a V-up or any other weighted movement, you're welcome to do that as well. So we've got our 8-minute complex, and then we've got our stations. After you get through 1 round, after the sit-ups, take a minute off, and then go through again. So we did 4 rounds total with with 1 minute rest after each round of the sit-ups. So 5 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest, which is typically what we would do in class. If anybody is watching this at home, just kind of give everybody a heads up. We made a reopening plan. We're gonna send it in to McMahon's office today, which is Monday. Hopefully they'll give us the green light to open in phase 2. I know everything that you guys know as far as like what phase we're supposed to be in. They haven't said anything yet. I'm just asking to be in phase 2. So we will let everybody know about all the things that we're changing and doing. We're gonna keep doing the live classes. We'll probably just stream through Zoom during class time. So anybody who's not comfortable or who wants to stay at home is welcome to do that. So that is gonna be an option for you as well. I think that's it. So any questions or anything, let us know. Hopefully we'll be back in here all together soon. So just keep an eye out for any emails or stuff coming through. All right, see you guys, have a good week.